Hey, Janet, thank you for coming. Hey, guys, desire for me. Girl, I will put your stuff in the mail this coming weekend. I do have it for you. I have it packaged up and everything, but I didn't go out this past weekend because of the ice. It was the snow, a lot of the snow was gone, but driving was still a little sketchy. So I said, you know what? Let me not go out, but I will have that in the mail to you um, so that you could plant your. I'm gonna include the Yamada cream. Well, I included the Yamada cream and the Yamada silver, so you can plant both, and hopefully you can see which ones you like. Um, so that being said, let me thank any of you who will watch the replay. I truly appreciate you. It is always wonderful to have an engaging audience. So I thank you for that. I thank you, and particularly Joe, and I thank Lisa, and I thank Chloe and Nedra. You guys always support and watch the replay. So thank you. Hey, Shani, welcome to Mindful Monday. So happy you are here. Um, I always start off by asking about the temperature. And Janet, cruising, girl. I'm about to I was looking at cruises for 20. I already have a cruise set for 2026 and I have one coming up in about 2 months. But I have one in next year already set, but I actually was looking at a cruise to Aruba and Curacao in 2027. Hey, Chloe. So good to see you, baby. I know you always watch. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate you. So, just a little bit, guys, to whet your appetite. Coming soon, I will do an interview with a wonderful young lady who's also a pescatarian. So look for that in the upcoming months. I'll let you guys know when that is going to hit. How is everybody's weather? Like I said, mine today was a good day. It really was. I really hope that it continues, but from what I understand, we may be getting more snow next month sometime. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Hopefully not. I've had my fill of snow for the year. I don't need to see it again. I'm good with it. I'm really good. Hey, Quinny, thank you for stepping in as well. Um, so, guys, today it went to 52 degrees. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I was actually happy to see that it was 52 degrees. Um, it could have been a lot colder. It has been getting a lot colder, or has been a lot colder. So, anyway, I'm happy that it is going to be a little bit warmer. So Janice said, I think it's in 2027. Carnival has a birthday group cruising, meaning several ships where they're going to go down and get together and meet and stuff. Wow. That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. Hey, Mike, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, wow. Okay. I know you'll have a blast, Janet. I know you'll have a blast. Everybody is speaking. Guys, you know, I love watching Mike's videos. If you are not subscribed, which I'm sure everyone here that's in the chat right now is, his relationship with these squirrels is amazing. I was looking at his latest video. It's so cute. I promise you. I think these squirrels actually think about things that's going on. I really do. Hey, buddy, what's up? How are you? Thank you for coming in, Jags. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I have a question, Jags. Where do your honeybees go in the when it's cold like this? Do they leave or do they stay in the hive? I meant to ask that because I was wondering because that just seems like, do they hibernate? Do they fly away and come back? Oops, sorry. I really wanted to. Sorry for that echo. really wanted to find out because I did not know. I did not know. So anyway, I see nobody has put their temps in the chat. So come on with it. Give me your temps. Give me your temps. Guys, I looked at the temperature for 30 days, the next 30 days, because I wanted to see, just curiously see what it was. And so, oh, okay, Jags, got it. He said they go in the house like us. Okay, so they just go in the hive. Okay, cool. I was wondering. It's funny though, because I used to think bees, you would only see them in the spring and the summer, and that's not true. And I guess that's what got me thinking it, because it was cool. And then as soon as it warmed up, I happened to look outside in one of my raised beds. I have some choice some growing, and it's got the flowers. And I noticed that there were a lot of bees around the flowers. So I was like, oh, that's surprising. I just started thinking, what do they do when it gets cold like this? So Mike says, warm this week, might hit 50. Crazy. Yeah. And today was 36. Wow. Well, this forecast starting, what made me look was because a lot of the things that I'm planting inside are starting to get really big. And I'm like, okay, well, they say last frost is between February 6th and February 28th. So February 6th, I said, let me see what the date is going to be like for February 6th. And what it did was it gave me a whole calendar of what the expected temperature would be for the month of February. So it starts to get really, really nice. February 6th will be 70 degrees, guys. 70 degrees. The low will be 30. And then it just goes downhill again. That following day is the low will be 26, then 28, then 29, then 37, then 30, 26. And I'm just like, what? So actually, it is definitely an estimated date because that's below freezing. Now, true, they say to the 28th, so we'll see. We will see. So Mike says tomorrow 46. Okay, that's not terrible. And okay, 50 in Byron, Georgia. Wow. Okay, let me turn my notifications off because I always forget to do that. And here we just heard it. Okay, so I was going in my today, but it rained going in them. Okay, got you. Now it is supposed to start raining here today. It was supposed to rain today, but it just was light. I wanted it to rain really, really hard. One, because I thought it would wash away the snow, because now the snow that's left is ugly. It's ugly. It's got the dirt and everything in it. So it's like, okay, no, time for it to go. Also, too, because it was warm, it would not have frozen. The rain would not freeze back into the ice, and it would kind of wash everything away. But it was just like a light sprinkle. I went out before the live to check on the girls and to make sure that they had food, because I forgot to check, and they did. But I noticed it was just a light sprinkle. So I don't know if it's going to be heavier or whatnot. So Jeg says 52 on my side of town. Okay. Yep. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. You're right. You cannot trust the last frost date. It is an estimate, and I've learned that. It's not 100% concrete. It's just an estimate. So they're saying last frost date could be between February 6th and February 28th, but more than likely it will be after February 28th. Although we'll have a couple of days sprinkled in there where it goes up to 70. At night, those temps are still pretty low. Thank you for everybody that's here so far. I just want to ask if you give a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Normally 0 to 20s with mountains of snow. Yeah, in your area, Mike. Absolutely. Rain all day here. Wow. Let me make sure. Oh, I forgot to bring it, guys. Oh well, I'll just tell you all about it. But anyway, so I'm hoping that it will warm up And I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep these seedlings that are grown and don't even have, they have their true leaves. Some of them have their true leaves already. I knew they would grow fast, but I didn't expect for some of them to grow as fast as they were growing. Um, but it is what it is. Like I said, I was looking at that forecast and trying to figure out what would the weather be like. And you know, it's sketchy at best. It's sketchy. Um, I know that some of you saw my video where my greenhouse from the ice is done. It's collapsed. And so I am planning to do something else a little bit better. And unfortunately, I don't even have the greenhouse to put them in. Now, I did get an idea. I have a small greenhouse. When I say small, it's really designed for children. And so I was thinking I could put a few in that little greenhouse if they get entirely too big. But I'm trying to, see just when it would go out. And looking at this, the 10th for February 28th, I just was thinking, hey, they said between the 6th and the 28th. The 28th, that day, they're estimating that it would be 66 degrees with a low of 56. So that would not be bad. That would not be bad. According to this 30-day, they say the last temp should be somewhere around the 9th or 10th. So we'll see. That was Mr. Pescatarian. He just got home. Yay. Excuse me. Can you do me a favor and look in there in the oven at that and see what it's looking like? So unfortunately, I had to cook my own trout tonight. It's either salmon, trout, shrimp, crabs, oysters. Well, tonight I'm having trout. And usually my wonderful dear husband is such a wonderful man on that grill that he usually grills my stuff. But he has not been feeling well and he did not make it home in time to grill it for me. So I just stuck it in the oven. Hopefully it'll be okay. His is always much better than mine. Hey, Nino and Lo, how are you? I checked out some of your videos. Nino and Lo. Good to have you. Thank you for coming. So Mike says you can be brave, plant and put dollar store clear domes over top. That's an idea. That is an idea. That is actually a very good idea. Hey, Gina. I wonder was your ears ringing because I was talking about you today. I was telling my husband about your greenhouse and how much I love the greenhouse and how you got it on that platform. So I don't know if you heard, but my greenhouse is done. I will no longer be purchasing those sunny side or out sunny, greenhouses. I can't do it. Do y'all realize? Of course you don't. I'm going to tell you. This one that failed is number 6. This is the 6th greenhouse that I've had. I'm like done. I'm going to have to spend the money and get a really good one. Get a platform. Either I'm going to do it or I'm going to pay someone to do it. And I'm going to get polycarbonated. I'm going to get it mounted, everything. Because that frame of those greenhouses are horrible. It's either the wind. In this case, I believe it was the ice, not the snow, but the ice and the hail. Because that's what came before the snow came. So I was talking about that and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to do like Gina and just go ahead on and get it. Hey, Psalms, how are you? I love the emojis. Thank you. What are you cooking? Feel better. Oh, babe, Mike said feel better. He said, "Thank you so much." He was going in there to lay down. It's just, I really think what it is getting up so early and getting on his truck. And I think that cold air, maybe breathing it in, and then the truck, he told me, takes about 30 to 40 minutes to heat up. So I think that's probably why he's got that congestion so bad. And then poor baby, he slipped on the ice. Yeah, he's okay, but he did slip. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, we were. I was telling him about your greenhouse and how I thought we should do something like that. It would be a good option. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it is a good thing. Let me tell y'all, this is like the coolest community. We've got gardeners, we've got preppers, we've got 2A, we've got cruising people, we've got people from very and crafters and sewers and the gardeners, of course, and it's like anybody is welcome. We talk about a variety of things, and I just absolutely love it. So you are more than welcome. Thank you for joining the fun. Yeah, 6. Isn't that crazy? So I started thinking about the money, guys. I actually looked back and took notes of the sizes I bought, when I purchased them, and how much I spent. And when I saw how much I spent, I was sick. Because one thing I hate is wasting money. And I said, I can't do it anymore. I got to break up off this money, these bills, and get one that's going to last. Because every year I end up with a new greenhouse, and that's ridiculous. And you know what? It is frustrating. It really is. It really is. So Gina said, yep, it's worth the invest. Exactly. It's an investment. It's an investment in so many different things. Time, because I won't be spending time. One year I was going on vacation and I went out there and said, let me just make sure everything is okay. And when I went outside, the whole greenhouse was tipped to the side. We had good thing we were planning to leave early. We ran to Home Depot, got anchors to hold it down, pull it up, hold it down, so it wouldn't blow over again. And then we got ready to leave to go. So it's just crazy. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired. Hey, PIA. She says hi, and to everyone in the chat. She's driving right now, so she's speaking to everyone at once as she listens. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And please be safe out there on the road. And Psalms is speaking to everybody. I love it. I love it. So Mike said, get big enough one you can let chickens in it over winter. Oh, now that would be something. Well, I tell you, them chickens surprised me. I mean, when we first got the chickens, someone told us, do not humanize them. So I said, well, what about when it gets cold? And he said, don't humanize them. Don't get a heater. Don't put it out there. And we didn't. And I'm telling you, them girls are beasts. First of all, I was shocked when we had that storm a few weeks ago. Was it last month? When we had those winds, they were fine. They still would not go in their chicken coop. They stayed outside. I was shocked. With this snow, they didn't like the snow, but they were good. They were good. Hello, everybody saying hi. Hey, Dark, how are you? I just got a pop-up greenhouse from Amazon. We'll see how long it lasts. You might be more successful than me. This year I was so confident, guys, because if you remember, I took rebar and I had that in the ground. At each point where there was a frame, it was attached to it. So I said, it's not blowing away this year. The last 2 years, tipped over, blew away, down the block in the subdivision in someone else's yard. Not this year. Spent the money, invested the time, got it done. So I was not expecting the ice and the snow to take it out. So I said, I need something with a slanted roof. I don't know what you call it, arch roof or whatever. so the snow won't sit. I mistakenly thought because it was a hoop that it would be fine, but I guess such a downpour, that frame just could not handle it. When I went in there today and I saw what it looked like I tried to go in there the other day. The ice, guys, was so heavy, and then it was snow on top of the ice. I could not move it. I just said, okay, whatever. I'll have to come when it gets warmer and it melts. So today I actually went out there and unzipped it and went in there. And I was surprised how things look pretty good. Things look pretty good. I was very happy about that. But that what happened is the long pole at the top of the greenhouse, it caved in. So it just bent. It just bent. So Psalm says, too tired to cook today. Listen, girl, sometimes we have them days. And you know what? I will have to say, I am fortunate. I really am. Because a lot of times if I'm tired, I really won't have to cook. And basically, I don't cook meat. My husband does all the cooking for the meat, and he so lovingly does mine as well, my fish. And so I usually don't have to cook. And that's a wonderful thing. So I know what it's like when you're tired and you don't feel like it, because I guess maybe you might call me lazy, but even though I only cook a starch and a vegetable to add to the meat or to my seafood, sometimes I'm tired. I'm like, babe, you good? You hungry? He'll say, no, not right now. I'm like, okay, good, because I'm tired. I'm going to go lay down. And he's fine with it. So, girl, relax and take time for yourself, please. So, ouch, no falling allowed. I know, right? I was like, man, I'm glad it wasn't me, because I'm horrible with the falls. I've slipped on ice before, leaving work at 6:30. Oh no. Yeah, he usually leaves very early. Like today he left at 1 o'clock in the morning, because where he had to go to was 5 hours away. So he wanted to make sure he got there on time, which I'm happy about. Hey, Analytic Gardener, how are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So everybody is sounds is speaking to everybody. What are college community? So many free courses. We are a college community. Yes, we are. You know what? I like that. I like that. We are a college community. So many free courses. Do you know how much I've learned in this community? Like, you never stop learning. People do. Okay, for example, Nikki was the one that said this. I am trying very hard to make sure that I am truly, truly eating off of the stuff I'm growing in that yard. So, of course, I've had to up my game and make sure that what I'm growing, I start sooner. So someone said, hey, I start in December. And I was like, well, I usually start in January. So I said, no, I'm going to start in December. And things are looking good, guys. Nikki has introduced to a lot of people, maybe some knew about it, some didn't. I didn't, and I know a lot of people didn't, about the milk jug. I am collecting my stuff all the time. My husband loves these drinks, and I have been telling him, bring them home, bring them home. So I have a lot of these that I have been preparing, cutting them, doing whatever I can to make sure that those seedlings wake up and they just do fantastic. Then I can just take them out of here and boom, they're ready to go. So I love that idea. Who would have thought? So there's so many people that did not know that. So yeah, it's a college community and it's free, and people are so willing to share and open up. And I just love that. I really do. Big up. Yep. One of our day. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody is speaking. Wonderful, wonderful. So, every week, guys. Oh, yeah, bake that potato, sis. Yes. So, y'all need to check out the video, Gina versus Gina. Check out the video. It was so cute because I was thinking, wait, do I have some potatoes out there? Which I do, but I didn't go out there and look. But she had it in a grow bag, and even though that grow bag was hard, the dirt was probably frozen, she still said, "Let me check out my harvest." And guess what? She found a potato, but it wasn't the seed potato. So that's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all gotta go check the video out. So y'all know every week I like to, hey, Mama Shirley. So, Mama Shirley, we got you here. I know we talked earlier, so everybody's asking how you doing, Miss Shirley. Everybody wants to know. For those of you that don't know, she had an operation, a knee replacement. So that is what they're talking about. Hey, broke. So let's see. I'm thinking about starting a cold frame and later greenhouse. Okay, listen, you got to start somewhere. Rambo Green Hands, how are you? I was visiting you as well today. So, Rambo, I love your video. He was like, first of all, I always like watching your videos because I love your accent. I love it. It's like amazing. Like I can't do it well, but I love going to Rambo's channel just to hear him talk because it's so wonderful, that accent. So anyway, I was kind of sort of okay, but what he did was he was talking about prepping your garden. And talking about prepping your garden for the spring, everybody should do it. We do it at different times. Some of us do it at the same time. But I love what he did. He mulched his whole yard, the whole thing. All the beds are topped off. He said, top it off. I was like, yes, I love it. Yeah. So that was a wonderful thing. And that is something that I am thinking about doing soon. Not this year, but we'll see. Because I have this horrible soil and I do everything in a raised bed. A few things I put in the ground. This year it'll be a few more, certain areas. But if I put the mulch in the with the wood chips in the whole yard, those wood chips will break down and it will help build up the soil. So I may do that very soon, very soon. So everybody is speaking. I love it. Amazing, amazing. My meatless Monday meal is cream of mushroom soup. I love cream of mushroom soup. Veggies and ramen. Okay. I don't miss the meat. Super simple. Canned soup, frozen veggies, and a ramen. Easy meal. Absolutely. Let me tell you, there's so much you can do with cream of mushroom soup. Like you can take the cream of mushroom soup and add stuff to it. I've done some what people might consider crazy things, but I have actually mixed cream of mushroom with cream of broccoli together, and I love that. Just love it. It's so good, so good, so good. So Broke is speaking to everybody. Yep, everybody's speaking. Cool. So guys, you know that every week I talk about a movie that makes me think about gardening. And I was just talking about, making sure that I eat from that garden, that backyard of mine. Hey, Cato Family Farm. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, Sylvia, our garden adventure. Good to see you too. Yes. So in this movie, I thought I had it here. I don't know. I thought I had it here, guys. I like to have the movie with me, but this is an old movie, and it's a movie that I watched when I was a young girl. It was a family movie. My dad took us to the movie to see it, and my mom and dad, figured it was a good movie, good family movie. I don't know if any of you heard of this movie, The Wilderness Family. The reason why, and I think that had to be in the 80s, The Wilderness Family. In this movie, guys, the family's daughter is sick. And so they move out of the city and they move into the country. And I use those for seed started. Okay, cool. What they do is they move, they have a log cabin, they have someone that has an airplane that flies in, I believe it's once a month, and he brings them supplies. But what I like about the movie is they truly live off the land. They live off the land. They have to learn what's around them by foraging. So they forage, they find good seeds. I mean, good seeds, good fruit like berries and mushrooms and things like that that they can eat. And so when I think about that movie, I think about what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that I intentionally plant things that I know that I'm going to eat. Plant, harvest, and eat. Not just food, guys, but for medicinal purposes as well, and for my chickens, and to beef up my raised beds. Dual purpose. And that movie, to me, when I thought about what movie I'm going to talk about, I thought about that movie because it truly highlights that, guys, how we have to be intentional. Now, I don't know. Y'all can tell me what you think. And I want y'all to really think about it. And I'm going to go through the chat and read some of those. And then I'm going to ask the question again. So I'm going to ask this and then think about it. And I'm going to get comments. Do you think people back then were better equipped to grow because they had to survive eating off of the land? Or do you think we're more knowledgeable and better at eating off the land, even though we've got our grocery stores? So I know I've missed a few people in the chat. It's against the law to throw away any jugs in my home right now. I don't blame you, girl. Plant. I just learned about snail roll, seed starting. Think soil on paper. Okay, soil on paper, rolled up with seeds planted in it. That's a good idea. I had never thought about that, but that's an excellent idea. And you know what, Darth? It makes me think about how large companies, I don't know if they do it anywhere, but I know when I was in New York and they would have a large company buy property, they would have this large roll that they would unroll and they would spray it. And it was really flowers. And then you'd come and like 2 or 3 days later, it'd be full of flowers. And so it made me think of that when you explain that. So guys, again, as Nikki said, we don't went to school. We don't learn the lesson. The test is, are you going to do it? Are you going to try it? You pass or fail, not if you're successful. You pass or fail if you try it. If you try it, you tried it. So you pass. And guess what? The bonus, because you know, some tests have bonus points. So the bonus is when you actually see those seeds germinate and you get to plant them. So let's see. I did two videos 2 years ago. Yes, the milk jugs. I put out 8 jugs today. Oh, good for you, girl. Good for you. Good for you. I mean, my thing is, if you can have everything lined up full of those jugs, why not? Why not? Like Nikki said, it's so easy and it works. We know it works because guess what? This ain't her first rodeo. Nikki's been doing this. So Psalm said, I learned from Professor Mike how to buy all the seeds. Exactly. Hey, Bayou. Good to see you. Did you get my email? I hope you did. You got it done. Yep. Yes, she did. Hey, LGG, how are you? I visited you today earlier, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday I visited you, your channel. Fuji apple water. Go. Yes. He does get the Fuji apple water too. This one happens to be strawberry, but he'll get that, the Fuji, the cherry, and he likes there's one more that he likes that he usually gets. Yeah. Everybody speaking to Bayou. Hey Bayou, how you doing? Okay, so mashed potato. Yep, exactly. So what did Rambo say? Yeah, you can harvest potato. Yep, see, had no idea. Had no I wonder if you leave it, will it start growing in the spring? I don't know. So I talked to Miss Shirley and she's healing nicely, guys. Yep, I love it. I love it. She is healing nicely. And the one thing I was concerned with is I didn't want her to be in a lot of pain. And I didn't want her to just be, groggy, can't talk, can't function, because she was so medicated. But she sounds really good, really good. So they're asking about rehab. Okay, so let's go back to this question, y'all. She said, doing better, home care visits 3 days a week at home, improving daily, pain under control. Love it. That's what we wanted, that pain under control. So now throw your answers in the chat. Do you think people in the past were better at it, or do you think we are? I'm very curious. Sometimes I think we are better at it or can be better at it. But because we don't have to survive off of what we eat and we always have that throwback to the store, I think it's a little different for us. In addition to that, farming was their career, their vocation, their livelihood. That was all they did. If they were a farmer, they farmed. They did nothing else. We work. Some of us work and go to school. Some of us work, go to school, take care of a family. Some of us take care of family and work. Some of us do a whole slew of things. So it makes it a little bit challenging. Then I think about the people in the past. They had to, but did they really understand the soil the way we do? Did they really understand the seeds the way we do? I wonder. I wonder. Some people say yes. Say me a blood orange cutting, please. Michelle says she want a blood orange cutting. Okay, love that movie. Oh, I'm so glad somebody had knew that movie. I love the movie too. Janice said yes. Janice said yes. So he said, Shirley, they have a root. Then we will. Oh, okay. So when it gets a root, then he'll talk. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, and she said, wait. No, she did not. Mama Shirley, she's so funny. Ever see the British show Good Neighbors? He quit job and started farming in his backyard. What? Let me write that down. British Neighbor. I'm gonna try to find that. Okay. British Neighbor. I'm wondering. I'm gonna start looking for it because I love things like that. I love things like that. Got my book all upside down. Is it new or is it old? I would love to. I would love to. And Mama Shirley, Broke said yes, he does. He does. Accept it. We got it better now. It's gardening supplies everywhere. I agree. I agree. We have it better. We just don't always have the time. So for me, my schedule right now is so tight that I can't go out in my garden the way I want. And when I do have an opportunity to go in the garden, guys, time flies so fast. I'm in that garden. I'm doing this. I'm checking that. I'm doing whatever. And then, especially in the summer, when the days are longer, my daughter will come out there and she'll be like, Ma, You know what time it is? Did you drink water? Did you eat lunch? Did you? And I'm like, what time is it? Oh my goodness. No, I didn't. Because it's always something to do. So just imagine these people back in the day that were homesteaders that had all that property, all those acres, and just trying to get it to grow. They didn't have milk jugs like we did to get started, to jumpstart. So, and they don't have the variety we have. So someone says they were more equipped, no GMO in the past. That's true. I mean, it's pros and cons, I think, y'all. Psalm says, I'd say they were better equipped to a certain extent because they had done it for so long. But we're catching up to speed real quick by gaining experience. Yep. So I thought about something. Okay, let me finish reading the comments, and I got to tell you all this. I think they were because they learned from their parents and their grandparents, and they had lots of people around who did gardening. But what we do better if we get more technology. So P.I. says, I made it home safely. Great. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. Can a blood orange cutting be considered a seed? No, seriously. I think they knew things back then to grow a garden that we don't know about today. This information didn't get passed on. Plus, it was grown or didn't. Oh, don't back then. Yes. Cropper, what's up? Thank you for coming. What up, everybody? He said. Everybody saying hi to David. So, guys, Dot said, I remember that movie. Interesting how we're going back to growing our own food and homesteading off of living off the land. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Listen, this is what I was blowing my mind. I was looking at something, and they said less seeds. And I was thinking to myself, who wants less seeds? But that's just me thinking out loud from my perspective. Because if it's a seed, I will plant it. I think more and more things are being modified so that there's no seeds. So you kind of have to rely on, think about it. If we didn't grow it, would we have it? We'd have to rely on, just for argument's sakes, guys, the man to feed us from the grocery store. You know, I had tomatoes growing in the greenhouse. I was overwintering it. It was doing fine until that cold snap, and I refused to put a heater in there. I bought tomatoes this past week because I was craving tacos. And I said, I'm going to make fish tacos. And I said, well, I need to add some cut up tomatoes. I went to the store and I broke down and I bought the tomatoes. And guys, when I ate the tomatoes, I was like, this don't even taste like a tomato. This does not taste like a tomato. And then I was like, you're so used to stuff that's grown, that's fresh, that the taste just isn't there. And I think the almighty dollar has people or big companies wanting to keep the dollar. Because the more people that grow, the more we seed swap, the less we're going to be at the grocery store. And I'm going to be honest, I buy things less than I did years ago because I grow it. I'm a small person, but think about everybody that does that, the impact that would be made on the industry if we became more sufficient. So think about it. Just me on my small scale. During the summer, I don't buy peppers, onion, garlic. I don't buy tomatoes. I don't buy lettuce, even winter, carrots, collards. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'm getting it out of there. I do not buy any salad stuff during the summer. It all comes from back there. That's just me. But how about the hundreds of thousands of people that have started doing it since the pandemic, and those that have been doing it before the pandemic? Amazing. Nino and Lo said, I have to do winter sowing because my growing season is so short here in Toronto. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's so beautiful in Toronto. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Um, so so Dar said he saw saw his video. Did you get Patriot and pink lemon and lemonade blueberry bushes? So did you, David? What'd you get? What'd you get? Darth wants to know. So Psalms wants to know if you grow hydroponics. That's another thing. Growing hydroponically, that's all new to me. But I'm getting better and better. And as you saw from videos, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I am doing it. Okay, cool. Thank you. No rush. No rush. At your leisure. I'm at your mercy. So thank you. I did a video where I turned out those bottles into a few different grow systems. Works great. I bet it does work great. I bet it does. So it's just something to think about, guys. So Jake said they in the past was better than now. I think, you know how they say necessity is the mother of invention. So I think a lot of times back in the day, because maybe they had larger families, they had to feed them, they came up with ways to make things last, to better grow, make things grow better, just to feed their family. So I come from, on my mom's side of the family, her father had a huge family. Like they all had a lot of kids and they all lived in this like lane. And so they all farmed together. But they would help each other. I think about things like that, but then what about those that maybe did not have anyone to help them? They had to do it themselves. It's just a lot to consider. We're better knowing forecasts, etc. More options and seeds, plus knowledge readily available online. True. So true. They knew how to survive where others can't. Yeah. Hey, Cece, so good to see you. So good to see you. Miss Shirley, hope you're doing therapy outside. Inside therapy is limited because of machine options. Blessings. Hardest part is done. Yep, it sure is. Also, too, what I like, guys, is we have things like Watermelon Wars, WIG 2024, things like that, these little challenges. And I always take it as a personal thing to challenge myself to be better. I knew I would never win Watermelon Wars, but I said, let me try. Let me try. Let me try something different. Excuse me 1 second. Ginger tea, it is so good. My mouth was getting dry. I'm sorry. I tried something different. I have always grown sugar babies. That was it. And one time I grew a watermelon many, many years ago by mistake. I thought it was zucchini seeds, but it turned out to be watermelon seeds. And it was 15 pounds. But that challenge made me say, let me try something new. And at the time, I had I decided to get seeds. I got the Yamada Cream. I got the Yamada Silver. I got the Orange Jello. I got a Charleston Gray. Now, they didn't do great. I got 2 Yamada Creams. I got I got 2 of the silver, and I got, I think, 3 or 4 of the creams. But if it weren't for that challenge, I don't think I would have. Maybe I would eventually, but that kind of pushed me toward it. So again, it goes back to college community here in this this forum. That pushed me to do more. The same way a teacher might push her students to try something different, push her students to learn more, to challenge themselves, to be better, to reach a certain level. So this year, I'm going to take it a step further. No, I'm not going to enter watermelon wars because I don't think I would win. However, it is a challenge for me. I win because I'm going to try something different. So LGG said, I saw the Swiss Family Robinson. It was just entertainment. I love it. I love it. I watch movies like that and always thought, it would be nice to do that. And I really like the fact that they lived off the land. I really did. So everybody is speaking. Guys, if you are here, if you are in the bushes, if you are in the chat, if you're just here, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. Like I always say, I know you could be doing something else. You might have worked today, you may be tired, but you're chilling, listening to me. So thank you. I appreciate you. Thumbs up, please. So Mike said Good Neighbors is on PBS. The Good Life in Britain is the name of the show. Okay. Here's my pen. Okay, so it said PBS. I'm gonna check it out. I want to see it because I think it would be good. I like stuff like that. I really, really do. I really, really do. Yep. And I learned something new, guys, every time I'm here. Hey, Homesteader Rachel, how are you? Thank you for coming. Hey, Educated Natural. We're gonna pause for a minute. Here's another example. So before you came in, 10, Nikki made a wonderful statement how this is a college community where we learn from each other. And guys, if you are not following the Educated Natural, I suggest you do it. Particularly if you have a business, own a business, want to be in the know, business or not. She's in the know. Figure it out. She's in the know. Something she said recently in a video, I was like, oh snap, I hadn't thought about that. And I do have my own business. So something to think about, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Just saying. It is definitely a college community. You need to put that on a t-shirt, Nikki. You really do. That's a good one. Everybody is saying hello. And that's good. That's good. That's good. Yes. So guys, I'm really excited about, I'm not excited about spending a whole bunch of money, but I'm excited about getting a new greenhouse. It's going to take a few weeks. I did not realize it would take some time. I was thinking, oh, we're going to go this weekend. Well, I'll call and I'll check it out. And I thought I'd be like, okay, you could deliver it. Da, 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 da. But there's a few challenges that will come up in order to get it. But we will get it. So I'm very happy about that. Yes, this oil plan makes us rely on companies, not ourselves. Yep. It's true. It's so true. I know I can always run to the local store. And I'm trying to garden and have the mindset that I can't, which I think will force me to do more. And on some level it has, and I'll tell you why. I found a container, and the first thing I said is, I'm not throwing this away. I could start growing something in here. And I was like, I never would have thought about that. It was maybe somebody visited, I don't know, somebody's old sippy cup. And I said, oh, I'm going to take the top off. This is nice plastic. I'm going to put some dirt in here and boom, throw something in there. So Sylvia says, you are right. They are changing the food so we don't have seeds. Yeah, I'm telling you. Those grapefruits off the tree had so many seeds in them. It's like you can't bite a section without not having a seed. You go to the store, you buy a grapefruit, you get 4 seeds. 4. Why? Something is definitely wrong with that, guys. It's definitely wrong. Yes, the feel, the impact. Exactly. I still got some peppers in my freezer from see 2023. Good for you. Now that's one thing that they did back in the day. They had them root cellars. Imagine if they knew how to really preserve on the level that we do. So she said, yes, they're feel. Yep. I think so. I do. I really, really do. They are definitely feeling the impact. How could they not? How many, think about how many people started gardening during the pandemic. Now, I was already gardening, but I know there are a lot of people that started gardening because somebody said it sent a challenge out. Start gardening. And a lot of people did. So my thing is this. They have got to be feeling an impact. The thing that I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to reach young people in my program. I'm trying to get them to do things that they typically don't do. For example, PIA, she has a wonderful little series that she's doing with crocheting. And I actually learned something from her last video about crocheting, and that's reading the label. Certain things I would read on the label and be like, okay, cool, got it. But other things, I was like, whoa, I did not know that. And I've been crocheting since I was a little girl. But I teach them crocheting, something that I think a lot of young people aren't really doing. But one of the young ladies who was in my program when she was younger, she actually crocheted something really cute for her little brothers. She crocheted a dinosaur for her little brothers. Now, I thought it was so sweet for her to even think about that. I am trying to encourage them to grow, to plant, and eat. Eat fresh. So there's one little boy in my program. I can't remember where he got the seeds, but he got some squash seeds. And he keeps saying, can we plant my squash seeds now? Can we plant my squash seeds now? So I told him just last week, pretty soon the weather's going to be warm. We won't have any snow like we have now. And we're going to plant those squash seeds. So I think helping young people to realize the wonderful benefits of growing your own, because when you grow, you know what it is, where it came from. You know all of that. You're eating healthy. I have a little system, but I haven't really used it. I should. Yeah. Use it. Take your time. Just set a goal. Okay, by this date, I'm gonna go ahead on and use it. And do it. And you know what? You have all the help you need right here. All the help. And a lot of people have their information on their about page. You can email them and send them a question, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to answer you. So I say go ahead and start your hydroponics, in low. Mike says nobody had kohlrabi or things we get now. I like now better. You know what? I didn't think about that, but you're right. You're absolutely right. I have like 60 different. Yep. Me, I like my little tomatoes. Like I grew like 14 different varieties of tomatoes last year. I love it. So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. We have a lot more varieties of food. We do. I think a lot of them survived on potatoes a lot. I remember watching an old movie, and it was during the Nazi regime. And of course it's fictional, but it could be loosely based on facts. In order to survive, this family ate potatoes all the time. That's all they had. Anyway, we have access to veggies from other countries too. Bam, that's true. Matter of fact, I just cooked my Thai eggplant tonight. I sauteed it. So it's so good, guys. So good. I'm gonna do a video of it. But yeah, I did. So Jake said, now my grandfather always had a big garden, and he did not put anything in the fields other than a cow walking in the back. Yep, fertilizing the ground, pig mud, and he grew big crops every year. I believe it. I believe it. Um, Please tell me you saved them, your Mata cream seeds. Nobody has them. Oh, I did save them. I have a few seeds. So what I'm gonna do is, somebody asked me for the seeds last week, so I have them packaged for her. But I didn't realize they were so hard to find. So what I'm gonna do this year, I actually already started them in my I have these biodegradable pots that I bought. I started 5 of those seeds. So hopefully guys, and I actually have a little thing, little raised bed that I'm going to dedicate that area solely to those watermelon because guys, if those things do good and look, I got like 4 last time. If I could get at least 4 again, which I think I'm gonna get more because I know how I've learned more about growing watermelons a little bit better. I will be like, hey y'all, come get them seeds. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't never tasted something so creamy and sweet like that. They are so good. Oh man, I'm sorry, Janet. You're not feeling good. She said, I'm feeling sick tonight. I pray I feel normal tomorrow. I hope so. I hope so. Yes, feel better, Janet. You not feeling good either, David? I hope you feel better too. Everybody's wishing her well. Not being sick. Yep, being sick is not allowed, David. So, David said, Andrea, did you check Baker's Creek? I don't know if they have it. You're welcome. We hope you feel better. You're welcome, Mama from the bushes. Hey, Country Hustle 101. You're welcome, ma'am, from the bushes. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Yes, smash that like button. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So David said, not me, Mike. I hope she feels better tomorrow. Oh boy, you get well soon too. Yeah, everybody is, David. What you sick of? What you sick of? Hey, did you guys see that big cabbage that CC grew? Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. That thing was a beast. It was a beast. You get too sick, take chocolate tablets. Save me when I They do. They do. It's so good for you. Oh, David was not saying he's sick. Oh well. Anyway. Oh, I only speak facts, Tim. I only talk facts. I do not flatter. If you know me, I'm not going to unnecessarily flatter somebody just because. I don't flatter people. That ain't me. I speak truth, how I feel, and that's that. And it just happens to be true. You put out a lot of good content that business owners really, really could benefit from. And it's truly appreciated. So I'm trying to get down to the end of the chat, guys. Hey, Tampa. She lurking. Hey, twin. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And tell little Mackenzie we said hey. Well, her little sweet self. Mackenzie be hanging. Mackenzie is her granddaughter. Guys, Mackenzie be hanging out. Now, usually I will try to make it to her lives, but guys, I like to get into bed early. I really do. And sometimes I make it and sometimes I don't. But I did make it to her live. And sure enough, her little sidekick, Mackenzie, was right there. She said, hey, twin and everyone in the chat. I'm in the bushes listening. Sorry I can't speak individually, but I hope all is well with you. You are fine. I understand. I appreciate you coming. Anything food grade, safe to grow in it. Yep, that's right. So that little sippy cup, I'm growing in it. I'm dropping dirt and seeds. And whatever come out of it, we're going to plant in that yard. I'm trying to take advantage of every single thing, like I said. Hey Rambo, you can finally see me. Funny, funny, funny. Too many seedless fruits and vegetables are popping up. It's true. It's ridiculous. It's like, you know, why cut off your nose to spite your face? You have family. You're gonna have, your family have children. They eat. You're putting this out there. You're not concerned with that. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's really, really crazy. So Psalm says, yep, both Miss T and the weightlifting geek started gardening because Uncle Led challenged them. Bam. Exactly. It's true. It's true. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. You're right. Um, a lot of people have did that because of Uncle Led. Saw how he was doing. I remember the first video I saw of his was he had some red mustard greens in that cement tray that you can buy at Home Depot. And I thought, wow, that's cool. And I know a lot of people went out and bought them cement trays to go ahead and start planting. So good for them. So she said, I'll be sending some seeds to my granddaughter in Florida, the one that was here in the summer helping me with my. Oh, nice. That's good. I think it's amazing. Like, I so love it. I really, really do. Matter of fact, um, Darsh said, did anyone buy seeds today? I did. Um, I did not buy seeds today, but I did look at seeds. Like, sometimes I just go and look. I did purchase some garlic bulbs, and I just wanted to see if they had more, which they did not. But going forward, I hope those garlic bulbs do produce nice bulbs, because then I won't buy that variety anymore. I can't remember the name of it, but the outside of the bulb has a little like purplish tint to it, and it's I think it's an Italian type of garlic. But anyway, if they grow, I'm not buying that variety anymore. I'm trying to get as much as I can. That's Bean Juice. He keeps asking me lately when he can plant more apple seeds, but I haven't been feeling well enough lately to get it done soon. Aw. Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay. Oh, gotta run. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you. If you're still here, Analytic Gardener, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. I really, really do. Not only more varieties, but also different sizes. We can keep the micro dwarf tomatoes indoors all year. And think about the variety of dwarf trees. A lot of people don't have a lot of land. A lot of people don't want these huge trees that grow 10 to 15 feet tall. So, yeah, I get it. I get it. That's so true. So, yes, you are right, Psalms. What's up, David? Nothing. And you? Going to eat more Texas soil. Going to get more Texas soil. I didn't mean to say eat. Yay. Thank you so much for preserving it. Yep. I'm trying. I did not know that it was so rare. I didn't. Psalm says Baker's Creek has discontinued them. What? Wow. Wow. Hey, Dakota. How are you? Hey, Wellness and Frugal Mama. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that. Everybody's speaking to everybody. The Glamour Planner, how are you? Mwah. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm sorry, I am just now getting to the chat. It is, I guess I've been running my mouth, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was so looking forward to tonight. Like, I was walking around here giddy because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go live tonight. I get to talk about gardening." Like, I so love it. Really, really, really. So I'm trying to get down to the end of this chat, guys. Um, Everybody's speaking, which is a blessing to have everybody here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope everybody's garden adventures, garden endeavors are going good. Yep, I grow in those cement trays. They great for shallow roots. Yep. Like I think they're good for radishes. Because I planted radishes in mine. They're also good for microgreens. I looked at seeds spotted day in my cart. Sylvia, that's funny. What is what is a symmetry? I don't know. Something symmetry means it's the same. It's symmetric. I don't know what that was in reference to, so I apologize. I have two varieties of morning glories. Now it's funny you should say that, Dakota, because I just planted a purple and pink variety and a blue variety together in my biodegradable pots just last week. So I planted all of my not all, I planted a slew of pollinators, things to bring in the pollinators. So oh, he got two today. Oh, okay, good for you. Good for you. Janet, they are at Home Depot. Oh, she meant the cement tray. Sorry. I'm sorry, Janet. Thank you, Sylvia. The cement trays where you mix cement. A lot of people have gotten them, Janet. They put holes in them and then they go ahead and they plant. Hey, Jones, I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm here and I'm talking gardening. So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Everybody is talking to Jones, saying hello. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. So that's what that is, Janet. Asymmetrical means a bit off. Oh, asymmetrical. Oh, symmetrical and asymmetrical. Yes, they're opposites, correct? Yeah. So he says, Andrew, just put some soil in the pot. He can drop seeds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, guys, I'm about to head out. You know, morning glories are evasive. Yeah, they are. But I think what I'm gonna do is, because they're gonna be in a container, I want to kind of vine them on the trellis. So hopefully they'll stay in the pot. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna head out, guys. No, here, Miss Shirley, morning glories don't survive my winters. Oh, bye, Quinny. Thank you for coming. Thank you, the Educated Natural. Thank you, Mike's Chaotic Garden. Thank you, Jones True. Thank you, Mama Shirley. Thank you, Darth X. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you, David the Cropper. Thank you, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Gracias, Psalms 146. Thank you, Janet Cruising and Homestead. Thank you, Sylvia Garden Adventure. Thank you, Nikki, the OCD is chick. Thank you, Broke. Thank you, PIA. Thank you, everybody who came and supported. I love you, Bezos. And as I always say, whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Go, Cello.